Hi, this is Dr. Eric Davis with your Government Services Report. First thing we want to bring to you today is just to remind everyone that during this past legislative session, all the political districts were actually redrawn. So your state representative or senator that you've had for several years may no longer be your state representative or senator because of that redistricting of the political map. So we are going to create a link for you all and give you some step-by-step process so you can go through and find out who your new representative, state representative, and state senator may be, if that has changed at all. In relationships to that, there's obviously an election coming up in Kentucky here on November 8th, where all the state representatives and half of the state senators will be potentially up for election. We're actually going to give you some instructions and a link how you can go online and look and see who will be involved in those local races in your specific area as well. So you have that information so you can get involved in those. People ask us all the time, what is the best thing I can do as a member to try to help out in Frankfort? And the answer to that is always you have to be involved on your local level, get to know your local state representative and state senator. That way, if we have an issue with a bill or we have some questions, then we have a contact person that we can put with a specific senator or representative and say, hey, this doctor in your area, and they'll recognize that name. That's the biggest help. A couple other things we want to make you all aware of are, as always, we've been monitoring the interim meetings that are going on in Frankfort between the sessions here. A couple of things that have come out of those meetings are the first one, that the PIP bill is likely to return in this upcoming session. We have no details currently as to what that may look like or how that may affect your practice. So we'll just have to update you as we get more information on that going forward. The second thing is that the Kentucky Board of Veterinary Examiners will be introducing a bill in this upcoming session that will create a path for doctors of chiropractic to obtain a limited licensure under the veterinary law so they can legally be able to adjust or do spinal manipulation on animals. The veterinary board is working with all interested parties, taking input on how to craft that language and what the guidelines for those would be. So the details like what the education requirements would be, or how the coordination of care between the veterinarian and the chiropractor, those things still have some details to be ironed out, but they are working with the interested parties. So we'll be keeping an eye on that as the KAC along with the lobbying team, and we'll update you as those things come forward. So with that, thank you very much for your time. Thank you for being a member.